Hello and welcome to AWA World Fighting Showcase Britannia. This, the very special Night of Champions right here on AWA World Fighting Showcase Britannia Television. I am your host, Full House Jones, for this two big championship matches coming your way. The first, AWA Tag Team Championship on the line. The champions currently outside the ring, Cruel Connection, who way back on Easter Sunday defeated the Billington brothers to win those titles. They are against the tag team combination of the Ice Hockey Horror, Slapshot, who's on the right hand side of your screen, and Dan Striker, the Canuck Cowboy, who's currently in the ring. They represent the team of Trident. Of course, the third member of Trident is the modern day Savage, the Global Wrestling Federation Commonwealth Champion. Side headlock applied now by Dan Striker. Headlock takeover, nicely done. Referee Cal Hebner. First time on television for Cal. Nicely nipped out of that head scissors from Dan Striker. Fans solidly on the side of Trident. Taking the arm now is Cruel Connection. Not sure which Cruel Connection. Very difficult to tell the difference between these two, but in the interest of this contest, we'll call that Cruel Connection number one. Dan Striker back in control. Elbow to the elbow. Shoots for the half Nelson. Nice move there. Great move. Wrestling hold. Bit of a tickle under the armpit there from Dan Striker. Bit of tongue-in-cheek wrestling. Nice lock-up from both men. Two very experienced wrestlers. Of course, Cruel Connection from North Carolina. Dan Striker from Canuck and Staffordshire. Arm drag, Japanese style, second one. Taking Cruel Connection number one from corner post. Up. Is it going to be on the knee? Is it going to be a sidewalk slam? Sidewalk slam it is. Hooks the leg. Just the two count from referee Cal Hebner. Cruel Connection having a bit of a hug. Regrouping in the corner. Both sides tag. In comes the Ice Hockey Horror, Slapshot. Very dangerous man from Dallas, Texas. Shot to the head from Cruel Connection. Doesn't do the same kind of job as Slapshot's punch does, though. I said a little earlier on about the third member of Trident, modern day Savage Chris Cage. Currently on the injured list. I said he was Global Wrestling Federation Commonwealth Champion, but of course he's had to relinquish that title just this week due to being on the injured list for certainly the rest of 2019, maybe even further into 2020. We'd like to wish Chris Cage a speedy recovery. We will soon be getting a new Global Wrestling Federation Commonwealth Champion, and I'm sure we will bring you that right here on TV. Not a great bout so far from Cruel Connection. Both the two green mass marauders are for the second time getting their heads together and trying to sort things out. Big scoop by the Ice Hockey Horror, a man that used to play ice hockey professionally and then was banned from the sport in the United States due to his constant rule breaking, and certainly wasn't afraid to hurt people on the ice. Suplex over and now stomps the chest. Slapshot now, who has a great deal of tag team experience. He was a former tag team champion with TC Brown. Oh, the impact of that throw there, the impact of that corner blow. Not only took Cruel Connection down, but the power of Slapshot sent him to the ground as well. Big elbow. Just the 2 count once again from referee Cal Hebner. Cal Hebner from Kidderminster, first time on television for that young gentleman. Would like to welcome him to the AWA wrestling family. Kick from Striker. Neck breaker, an attempted kick from Cruel Connection on the outside of the ring, but didn't get a good blow. Push to the corner now, tag made. In comes Cruel Connection number, I don't know whether that's 1 or 2 now, to be honest with you, but it's a Cruel Connection member all the same. Taunting the ice hockey horror. Slapshot tries to come in. Great camera work, getting the whole ring in interview. Of course, Ben Television's Lee Trotman in charge of the TV action. If you're a wrestling fan, if you're in the East Midlands area, get to Retford tomorrow night, Saturday the 9th, for DN Wrestling. If you're in the West Country, get to Radstock for Ring Wrestling Stars action. Two big shows featuring AWA stars tomorrow, Saturday the 9th of November. Radstock for Ring Wrestling Stars, Retford for DN Wrestling. Hope you all had a great Halloween and a fantastic fireworks night. AWA World Fighting Showcase Britannia on Ben TV, on YouTube, and on the Wrestle Rewind streaming channel. Thanks for joining us for this Night of Champions special here. 2 big championship matches. The first AWA Tag Team Championship still to come. AWA World title on the line when Jonny Rose takes on Super D from the United States. Another tag exchange from the current tag team champions, Cruel Connection. Just cuts the man off as Dan Striker hit the ropes. Nicely done. Now, like a chin hold, cranking back on that neck. Cruel Connection on Dan Striker. He really needs to make the tag quickly to his tag team partner in Trident. The bigger man, Slapshot, the biggest man in the contest. Big blow to the back once again. Dan Striker is down. The Canuck Cowboy from Staffordshire, the last HCW World Heavyweight Champion before we changed the name to AWA back in December of last year. Nicely done. What a great neck breaker. Big clothesline down from Striker. Swings and misses, and he's taken down once again. Is he going to give him the 5-knuckle shuffle right to the top of the head? Dan Striker now says it's all over. Up on the shoulders. No, just manages to get out, just Cruel Connection, and nails the DDT right on the top of the head of the Canuck Cowboy Dan Striker. Slapshot now, urging the tag on. Whoever tags first here could be the tag team champions come the end of this one. Both teams tag. Slapshot with a clothesline to Cruel Connection. One more time. Up on the shoulders of Slapshot. Up on the shoulders of Dan Striker. Both the tag team champions in trouble now. 1, 2, 3, and we've got new champions. New AWA tag team champions, Trident. Victorious over Cruel Connection. Stay with us. World title action coming next as part of the Night of Champions. Alright, here we go. Welcome back to the AWA World Fighting Showcase Britannia Night of Champions special. We've already seen new AWA Tag Team Champions crowned in the team of Trident, Dan Striker and Slapshot, victorious over Cruel Connection. Next up, TV main event, the AWA World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. There you see manager Thomas J. Curtis with the AWA World Heavyweight Championship belt. The man he represents is the AWA World Heavyweight Champion, 9 times world champion, the number 1 from Oldham, Mr. Jonny Rose. He's set to take on, from Atlanta, Georgia, the man who's looking very calm right now, but it may well change. It may well change as soon as the wrestling starts. We're talking about the Super D, Super Destroyer referee once again. Cal Hebner, World Championship on the line. Jonny Rose, the master of the mind games, not even taking his jacket off yet. His World Championship Wrestling jacket, given to him by the legendary Arn Anderson. There you see Lee Trotman from Ben TV. And the jacket's coming off now from the champion Jonny Rose. Thomas J. Curtis, the manager, looking very dapper. Very happy AWA wrestling fan there, walking past with a pint. No better way to watch AWA than live in a venue across the Wyre Forest, Worcestershire area. Big 3-day tour coming up. 29th of November, Wolverley Sports and Social Club on a Friday night, 8 p.m. Saturday 30th of November, Civic Hall in Stourport, 7:30. And December the 1st, Foss Close in Cirencester for the Foss Close Christmas light switch on. 3 big events there, Friday, Saturday, Sunday from the AWA. The Foss Close in Cirencester ran in association with the Cirencester Wrestling Federation. Plenty of action. Live AWA. No matter where it appears, there is no better way to watch wrestling than live in a venue near you. We're ready for the first lockup of this AWA World Heavyweight Championship match. Jonny Rose, the champion, from Oldham, with manager Thomas J. Curtis at ringside, versus from Atlanta, the Super D, Super Destroyer. Side headlock applied now, straight off from the 9-time world champion. Nicely reversed to take the arm. Threatening to pull those fingers right apart, which he does. That certainly slowed down the champion. Super D needs to watch out for the champion's knee lift, which he's finished off many opponents with. Stood right on the fingers there once again. certainly wants to take out that hand, asking for somebody in the crowd to give his little hand a kiss. And now it's a hand right across the corner post. Pulls those fingers apart right again. Super Destroyer is certainly destroying in this one so far. Could we be seeing 2 championship match changes in the hottest half hour of wrestling? We've already seen new tag champions. Could we be seeing a new world champion right here? Really cranking on those fingers now. Pin attempt. Chinlock now from Super Destroyer. Back on the fingers again. You very often see wrestlers working on an arm, working on a leg, or maybe in a leg or a neck or a back, but rarely do you see a wrestler focus on the fingers. Super D certainly changed that role. Rolled out there, the champion. Now has the key lock on the Super D. And for the first time in the contest, it's Rose putting on the pressure. Drops the knee, not just on the arm, but the lower back of the Super Destroyer. And this time it's Rose with the fingers. Payback this time from Rose. Taking the left arm this time. Taking a chunk out. Taking a chunk out of those fingers on the blind side of referee, Cal Hebner. All he can do is ask him. Whoa. Bangs that wrist right on that unforgiving rope. And now burns the hand of Super D. Super D backing away from Rose. Test of strength once again works the hand. Rose certainly the bigger of the two, but Super D, very strong man. Nicely taken down there was Rose by Super D. And it's a leg stretch from Super D now. Rose in trouble. The legs of the big 280 pounder. Split there. Rose trying to find a way out of this one. Opens the leg slightly, but Super D just moves his legs a little longer. Notice there Super D's right knee still a bit bent. He could get a bit more torque on that one. Oh, quick reversal there, nicely done from Rose. Saying if I give that one a tap, it'll hurt, won't it? Super D begging him not to. Just like that. Now it's Rose laying on the pain. Pulling up, asked to for an handshake. Did Super D. Johnny Rose certainly wasn't falling for it. Certainly going to take a toll on both men, is this one. Rose was in the hold himself for a while before the switch. Nicely out. And back in is Rose. Look at the face of Jonny Rose. Pulls the legs together of the Super D, but it's back on again. Done. He says it's done and dusted. Oh, quick grab of the leg there. From Rose, tries to bring him from Super D, brings Rose back to the middle of the ring. Toe and ankle hold. From Super D now. Pushed off, nicely done. From the bigger man. Back to his feet now. For the first time in a long while. Takes the nerves. Nerve hold applied. From Jonny Rose now. The world champion 9 times. Taking on the man from Atlanta, Georgia, in the USA, Super D, Super Destroyer, who's seen action throughout the world. Thomas J. Curtis, back to once again looking confident. It wasn't looking good for him at one point. Super D now. Back up. Punch to the belly. Caught with those karate type thrusts to the chest. The legs are in the air of Super D. What's he got in mind here? A low blow, something illegal perhaps. No, decides to take a single leg. Whoa, Super D this time has now got the head. He's got the head of Rose. He had the head of Rose, but Rose just managed to power out with the one leg. And now he's crossed those legs and pulling up on the other one. Putting the pressure on the left knee of Super Destroyer. Mouthing off now is Rose. Not sure what annoyed Jonny Rose there, but he's back to the hold now. Super D reeling in pain now. Super D needs to find his way out of this one somehow. Only just slightly pulling those shoulders off the canvas, just barely. Very nice escape there from Super D. Both men back up vertically. Quite a sporting contest, really, this one. Japanese stranglehold. Semi. Now takes the other arm. Both arms now in this Japanese stranglehold. Rose to Super D. Super D down now. Cranking on the pressure of the Super Destroyer. 9 times World Heavyweight Champion Jonny Rose. We're heading into the 15-minute mark. Nice takedown. Figure fours those legs. Once again, a nice wrestling hold from the Super D. Sporting World Heavyweight contest, this one. Oh, right down on the back. Once again. No, not this time. An illegal low blow from Rose. And he kicks the man down. Super D in trouble this time. Rose looks like he's stalking his prey, ready for that knee lift. There it is. Right to the jugular. And that's your lot. Still the world's heavyweight champion, along with Thomas J. Curtis. Mr. Jonny Rose. Join us next week, Barnsley Brawler, Bully Boy Carter, Nick Flagg, the Foxcatcher, and a £500 Battle Royal. Join us next week in the Great World Fight Showcase Britannia.